everyone, my name is Damilola Rotimi, popularly called Myraj or Mommy Church, and I'm a seasoned graphic designer and coach, a content creator, and a social media manager, and a host of other things too, right? So before diving into the topic of the discussion, I want to appreciate Oluwaseyi Hajimoda, the host. Thank you so much for bringing me on board to share my personal stories and also for people to get inspired through the stories I share. And yes, I want to wish every woman out there happy International Women's Day. You are amazing. You have a lot within you that you can use to change your world. You are a queen and I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you. So I love you and I celebrate you. Now back to the discussion. Accelerated action. There are two key words there, right? Accelerate and action. Action means taking steps to achieve a certain goal, while when you bring both words together, accelerate action means taking conscious efforts to make sure those goals are achieved. Now, we all have dreams and aspirations. I mean, I want to be a radio presenter. I want to be this, I want to be that. Same as you have your own dreams and aspirations, and don't forget that all of these dreams and aspirations is going to be in line with the purpose God has for our lives. So when we are taking steps to achieve these goals, there will definitely be challenges. I mean, success is not achieved on a platter of gold. There will definitely be challenges, there will be obstacles that will want to test your resilience, to just make you stop pursuing that goal. I mean, there'll be a lot of sleepless nights and you pushing forward even when it doesn't make sense. You know, when you start out, it won't make sense. You just continue doing it. Sometimes people might even want to doubt you, but because you have a goal, because you are aiming towards something, you just need to keep moving forward. You know, the Bible says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings and not be men." Business there means the vision God has placed in your hands, that goal you are aiming towards. So even in your business, even when, you know, it can't be rosy all the time. There'll be highs and lows, there'll be ups and downs. So during those down times, it is how you still push forward that matters. So there will be challenges, but because you want to stand before kings, so you have to keep pushing forward. You have to keep putting in those efforts to make sure that goal is achieved. So personally for me, when I started out as a graphic designer, it was not easy for me at all, because when I took the step, I looked around. There's a graphic designer here, a graphic designer here, like everywhere was just saturated with graphic designers. And I'm like, how do I want to thrive in the graphic design world? I mean, this person's design is so good, this is so good, and I look at my design and compare it, and like, it is just nothing to write about. So I was just wondering, how do I actually want to catch up with these people? And you know, the sky is big enough, like there are different birds in the sky, and every bird there is just thriving. So I just made up my mind that even in this graphic design world, I will thrive, and I just had to be so hungry for growth. I was really hungry for growth. I wanted to grow. Despite the challenges, despite everything that may come my way, I just wanted to grow and be a better version of myself as a graphic designer. And as a content creator, it was really hard for me in the days of my little beginnings. I don't know if this happens to you when you create a content and you yourself, you read it, there's a whole lot of value stocked up in it, and you feel like when people read it, they are really going to gain a lot. It's going to have a lot of engagement, and you put it out there, coming back to check it, you see 1 like, 2 likes, and you're like, azal. Or even when you take time to create videos. I mean, when I started out as a video content creator, my god, it was really hard. I mean, just for one video content, you can spend 2 hours having to start over. You made a mistake here, you have to start over. And even after compiling the videos and all of that, you put it out there, you expect that it's going to have a lot of engagement or high engagement. And you go back there, you see 3 likes, 4 likes. That alone is enough to discourage you. Like, it's not to just make you just throw it away and be like, I'm not doing it again. But when you have a goal, when you have something you are aiming for, despite the challenges, like despite everything that happens, despite everything that wants to discourage you, you still keep pushing through, because your efforts will definitely pay someday. It might take time, it might really take time, That is why discipline is very paramount. You have to be disciplined to make sure that despite everything that happens, despite everything that wants to pull you down, you just keep going forward and you keep putting in those efforts. So to every woman out there, to every lady, to every girl listening to me now, I know you have big dreams. I know you have aspirations. I know you have people out there that you look up to. There are so many successful women out there that we all look up to. And trust me when I say that they were once like us. They once had doubts. They once had discouraging days. They once had days that would have made them giving up. But they persisted till they won. So you just need to keep persisting till you win. If you are looking up to probably start a project, start a business, start learning a skill or anything, there is no perfect time to start than now. So just start now and keep pushing forward. There will be challenges. You will definitely face challenges. Don't let anybody deceive you. There will be challenges, but you need to keep aiming towards that goal. And if you've started something out, keep pushing forward. These are the days of your little beginnings, right? And your efforts will definitely pay off someday. You will smile someday. So let's keep putting in those efforts. Let's keep accelerating action to that great future we dream of. Happy International Women's Day once more. I'm rooting for you and God is rooting for you more. Bye.
In today's world, I count myself to be a part of the privileged few. And why is this? Growing up, I can't count the number of times I had the privilege of sitting and dining in rooms with women of similar caliber, women who hold top positions in the country. We can attribute this to the fact that I attended a well-renowned women girls secondary school, girls high school. So we had several programs that were tailored specifically to the needs and fears of the female gender. We had in-house question and answer sessions that were anchored by members of the alumni body, older and more experienced women. We even had debate sessions, public speaking sessions that went a long way in heightening and boosting our self-confidence. I realized how much of a difference this made in my life. It contributed to my self-development. I learned to dream. It gave me no excuse to be a mediocre. Even when I started a business, I gained access to women who had built sustainable businesses. I could ask them questions. I had their patronage, I had counsel from them, I had mentorship. But I realized that over time that not everyone is as privileged to have this kind of experience. There are several females especially who roam the streets, who hawk, who live below their potentials. It is even worse that gender discrimination and unequal opportunities are so prevalent, thereby making the situation even more unpalatable. The female species, one which, if allowed to thrive, will go a long way in creating a society that works. And I love the fact that the theme for this year's International Women's Day campaign is Accelerate Action. It speaks to the quickness and urgency with which we need to pool efforts in ensuring that the world becomes a level playing field for both men and women to thrive. A world where bias is eliminated and women can fly high. Personally, I believe in grassroots impact. Over the years, several bodies and organizations have sprung up, preaching the gospel of female development and inclusion. But as the legendary hymn says, if you win the one next to you and I win the one next to me, in no time at all we will win them all. It goes to show that we all are stakeholders in this fight for a better world. So what you and I do to improve the situation of things, to provide opportunities for the females around us, and in ensuring flexibility of work such that it suits the peculiar needs of the female gender, this will go a long way in improving the situation of things. Happy International Women's Day.
Hello, my name is Enyawuile. I go by EC Hannah. I'm a lawyer, book editor, fiction writer, and public speaker. Now, my brand is the EC Hannah brand, and it houses my writing and inspirational expressions. I am really in support of this year's International Day theme, Accelerate Action. I strongly believe that true advocacy doesn't really lie in words, but it goes beyond intentions, it goes beyond words to actions. What are we doing to create the future that we want for women across different spheres of society? By the way, let me use this medium to wish a happy International Women's Day to women across the world. I strongly believe that women of all races, of all tribes and tongues are necessary and indeed very vital to a progressive world. At the EC Hannah brand, despite being a brand that is built on words, writing, public speaking, inspiration through words, we are moving beyond words to actions. At the beginning of this year, we created the Loyal Girlfriends Forum, which is a group of progressive young ladies who are committed to pursuing their collective and individual goals with passion, and they are willing to change the world in the different spheres that they are working in, the different sectors they are working in. I believe that this shows that we as young ladies and as women in general ought to move from mere advocacy and mere intentions to intentional actions, because it's not just about what you say, it matters what you do and the actions behind those words. As they say, actions do speak louder than words. And I believe that this year's International Women's Day is a call to action, a call to women all around the world to not just speak, but to do. Happy International Women's Day.